Mr. Speaker, gas prices in Calgary are about 30 cents a litre higher than they were in May of 2017, and that is squeezing charities that rely on donations and fixed grants. But it seems the NDP have decided to allow the oil and gas industry to be exempt of the carbon tax for 5 years in order to reduce their methane emissions. My question to the Finance Minister is, now that you have exempted the big industry from the job-killing carbon tax, will charities, school boards and the municipalities be exempted next?
The Honourable Minister of Energy.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. You know, in all our climate change plans, we've consulted with industry, academics, environmental groups, and when we look at tackling methane, that's one of the biggest focuses that we could work with in reducing GHGs, and we're working with industry, and we know that there's going to be a lot of costs up front for them to work with tackling methane, and we are, as I said, working with industry on a cost-effective plan to tackle one of the most serious GHG problems we have.
First supplemental.
Mr. Speaker, Canadian Association of Petroleum Producers wanted to use a fleet average approach with a lower cost to industry to reduce methane emissions, and this would have reached the same methane reduction goal the NDP wants to accomplish with more expensive site-specific approach. To the Minister of Environment, is this some kind of exercise to shut down the industrial sites that cannot meet your targets when industry can meet the overall goal at a lower cost?
The Honourable Minister.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I'm not sure what information the honourable member is reading from or who's telling him this, but in fact we've worked with industry. CAP has been one of the industry groups that have worked with us. We've gone back and forth what we need to do. We all know the goal is over here, and we're working together on that, and we've listened to industry, Mr. Speaker, and we're looking at cost effective for them, but at the same time achieving our goals.
You deserve better research.
Second supplemental.
Mr. Speaker, it appears the provincial methane reduction plan is running headlong into the federal methane regulation plan, and the fact that the regulation and the development of Alberta's natural resources is a provincial matter guaranteed under the Constitution. What actions has the Minister of Environment and Parks has taken to assert Alberta's jurisdiction and tell Ottawa to back off and get their nose out of Alberta's business?
The Honourable Minister of Energy.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. You know, in all of the things that we've done with industry, the Minister of Environment and Parks and I have worked very closely with them to develop Made in Alberta plans, because we certainly don't want a Made in Ottawa plan imposed on us. And our industry gets that, and they've been good partners with us to get our Made in Alberta plan. We have the draft directives that speak to methane, and we're very proud of that. And honestly, we don't need advice from the other side. They haven't been part of this. Industry has, and we're very proud of that.
Mr. Speaker, the natural gas industry was only given 30 days to review and analyze the extensive draft directive and respond to NDP, and now only a week is left. Given the NDP's extensive record of failed consultations and the importance of the natural gas industry to Alberta jobs, why did the government think that such a short period of time for a review was adequate?
The Honourable Minister of Energy.
So thank you, Mr. Speaker. You know, our government, as I've mentioned many times, works with industry on a number of matters, and we get good advice from them. We get good advice from, when needed, academics or environmental groups, and we come together to do what's best for the industry here in Alberta, because regardless of the regulations, we do not want something imposed from the outside, and we're very proud of that. You know, this collaboration together has gotten us a solid climate leadership plan, which has us 3 pipeline approvals. We have the Keystone XL, we have Line 3, and soon to be TMX will be in construction.
First supplemental.
Yeah, they can add Keystone 2 to their feather, Mr. Speaker. Given the impact of these new regulations will have on industry will lead to thousands of job losses and hundreds of millions of dollars removed from the economy, will the Minister of Environment and Parks table the socio-economic analysis of her methane reduction regulations, and if not, why not?
Minister of Energy.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. You know, the methane draft regulations are online on the AER site, and there's probably a link through the site of my ministry. They're fully available. They're there for industry to react to. But again, we've worked with industry off and on. We've come up with a plan that we all believe is good for Alberta, good for our industry, and at the best cost to industry and the best outcomes for the environment.
Second supplemental.
Given, Mr. Speaker, the Minister knows there is a real serious cost to implementing the new methane regulations, so much so she has given the industry a 5-year carbon tax holiday, and given this impact will mean thousands of people out of work and hundreds of millions lost from Canadian economy. Minister, if industry's proposed regulations would have done the job, why are you ruining the lives of thousands of hardworking families? How is that making life better for Albertans or affordable?
The Honourable Minister.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. And again, this is more conspiracy theory and fear-mongering from our opposition. Couldn't be further from the truth. We've talked to industry. We feel we've got a balance. We're standing up to the federal regulations. We don't want Ottawa to impose this on us. We've come up with a Made in Alberta solution, and at the least cost to industry to do that. And they have been given a bit of a break because we know it's going to cost them money, Mr. Speaker, and we do not want to see jobs lost, and that's part of this whole package. And I wish the opposition would quit fear-mongering so much.